I've been trying to find the best video settings for the Avata because lately I'm not satisfied with the video quality that I'm getting from the Avata. So in today's video, I'm going to be testing 3 different settings, and I'm going to give you my overall opinion on which one of the 3 I think is best for your Avata. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? This is Mr. Eddie Nunez, and today we're going to be, as I said, we're going to be testing 3 different settings on the Avata, 3 different flight settings. So flight number 1 is going to be the Avata with straight up auto settings, so letting the Avata handle everything. Everything's going to be on fully auto except the white balance. We're going to lock the white balance. Flight number 2, we're going to go ahead and install an ND16, and we're going to lock our settings. So we're recording at 60 frames per second, which means that the shutter is going to be at 1/120. Now I am going to keep the ISO on auto because we are in a park. So as I come in and out of the trees, you know, the exposure needs to change. And then flight number 3 is going to be Cine-alike, and with the Avata, Cine-alike is the only way that you can get 10-bit color. So it's going to be Cine-alike, but without an ND filter, and all the settings on auto. So everything on completely auto except the white balance, which we're going to lock so the color stays the same. So let me know out of the 3, which one do you like? And I'm going to come back with some final thoughts and final impressions of the Avata and what I think is the best settings out of those 3. right, so if I'm gonna be giving up FPV, traditional FPV, I need to make sure that the Avata handles my video expectations. Now, the DJI FPV, I know it certainly does, because I always mount a GoPro on top, and I really like the GoPro color scheme. Whether that's a flat color profile, whether that's a natural color profile, or just that very vivid, contrasty GoPro standard picture profile, I really do enjoy. So with the Avata, we do have that O3 camera, OcuSync 3 camera, and this camera was supposed to be a GoPro replacer, but all the FPV pilots that I'm watching online are still going ahead and flying with a GoPro on top, just because I guess this O3 camera is not really meeting expectations. I don't know. I've been one that I think it's a huge improvement from the Air Unit 2 camera, but it's still not replacing a quality action camera, whether that's a Hero 4 or Hero 3, the actions, or just any of those GoPros, whether that's the 9, 10, 11, 12, even the GoPro 8, I think handles really, really well in terms of dynamic range and the quality that you're looking for on a camera. So with the Avata lately, I've noticed that my video was kind of mushy. And again, if I'm gonna be giving up FPV drone, I wanna make sure that when I'm flying the Avata, and I'm truly enjoying the Avata as of recent, when I'm flying the Avata, I am getting the best picture profile, the best quality. Now, Cine on the Avata is kind of difficult for me to grade. I've tried, conversion LUTs from Cine, which changes it back to Rec 709. I've tried some creative style LUTs, and I'm never really satisfied or pleased with the video quality that I get from the Avata using a flat color profile. So I think that having just a standard picture profile on the Avata is probably going to be your best bet. Now the question is, if you're wanting to get sharp FPV video, that's what I'm looking for, something equivalent to a GoPro, do you want to lock your shutter and have an ND filter and introduce all that motion blur? Because 1/60 at the fast speed that the Avata is going, it's going to introduce a lot of motion blur. Or do you just want to keep your camera on complete auto settings? So I went ahead, I do have my laptop with me here, and I went ahead and I briefly reviewed the video that I captured today, and I think out of the 3 different settings that I tried today, my best is standard picture profile and locking the exposure with an ND filter on. So in this case, I had an ND16 installed. I locked the shutter at 1/120 because I am shooting at 60 frames per second. I locked the white balance. The only thing I really kept on auto was the ISO, because again, I am in the park and I'm going in and out of trees. So out of the 3, like I said, that's my favorite so far, and this may change because I think I see some really amazing Avata videos out there on YouTube, and when I go ahead and comment and I ask, hey, what was the settings that you used, a lot of the pilots are saying auto, so who knows, I might go ahead and just transition over to an auto setting. I think that for FPV, you do want to have motion blur, but sometimes too much motion blur introduces that mushy video, and that's what I'm really trying to avoid, is just really get a well balance between cinematic and a well balance between sharpness. Right in the middle is what I'm looking for. That's it, guys. That's all that I have for you today. Just a brief video with 3 options from a settings perspective on the Avata 2. I'm certainly loving the Avata 2. This is the Avata 1. I am certainly loving the Avata. Make sure you check out DroneWorks if you want to get this one. And when the Avata 2 comes out, go ahead and get that from DroneWorks as well. I will probably pick that drone up because these are pretty cool to have and very convenient to fly. No issues at all. All right, guys, until next time, peace.